What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Disgaea 6 Complete Edition. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to remove the complete stat limit, how to unlock the increased stat limit for Rakshasa stats, and also how to do it extremely early and quickly. So, let's just jump into things, shall we? Now, as you can see already, the time on the clock is 16 hours. So yes, I've literally completed Rakshasa mode within 16 hours of playtime. And in fact, like, some of that is kind of wasted time from, you know, making other videos, AFK, things like that. You could probably do this in, I'd say, like 12 hours, even without being fully optimized at that. So what do we actually need to do to beat Rakshasa? Well, if I just go ahead and put back to square one on, which it already is, let's take a look at the enemies that we actually need to fight first and foremost. So again, Rakshasa 5, it is a Rakshasa stage only, and the bonus rank is 35. There are 8 enemies to defeat, and upon doing this stage, you will obtain a couple of more abilities when super reincarnating, allowing you to remove the pesky 999 billion stat limit. So, in order to actually do this stage, as you can see, you are going to need stats over, you know, the 400 billion mark. And you're also going to be blasted by the incarnation of Ruin, which will essentially just spend the whole time using full strike, dealing massive damage to you. However, as you can see right there, that's not like a problem. Like, you see all these enemies right here, they're not going to hit you because you don't need big stats for this. You know, you don't need big stats, you don't need super overpowered gear or anything like that. It's super simple, and we're going to cheese it. So, what do you actually need? Well, first and foremost, you know, a high level character is kind of necessary, but honestly, getting to level 99,000 is super easy and fast. Again, there's plenty of videos in the description if you guys want to check that out. Just check the playlist out, and you can see all this stuff. So, as for all these characters, these are useless. Like, we don't care about these at all. If you want to, you can actually just go ahead and give them, like, Dominant Smile and things like that. And you can also give your main war lady the Prinny Hat. No real reason other than it lets you get a little bit more stats at start. Now, all these characters are going to die. Like, hands down, they are all going to die, okay? So, again, you don't really need them. We only need a war lady. A single war lady is all you need for this method. You don't even need good equipment. Look at this. My equipment is terrible. It's like a random weapon that I've leveled up in Rakshasa, an accelerator, a Carnage Testament, like not even a Rakshasa one, and another accelerator, just for a little bit of movement. But again, not needed. I could literally take all these off and still be fine. So, what do we actually need? First things first, we are going to need a couple of innocents. Now, realistically, you only need 2 innocents for this. None of them are unique or anything like that, so don't worry, you can farm these on basically whatever you want. Now, I'm using broker, managers, yada, just to gain a little more out of the kills and whatnot, but you don't need them. Now, professional will be helpful, but again, not needed. So, out of all these innocents you see right here, the only one that is important is actually the Witch Doctor, which inflicts paralyze upon attack, and the percentage of that is dependent on the innocent value. So right now, every attack my war lady makes has a 56% chance to paralyze, basically. This is going to be helpful for survivability and just staying alive in general, because this means that the only thing that can actually do damage to us is going to be that enemy war lady. And the only reason for that is because, like, she has full strike. Once she runs out of SP, she can't hurt you either. Other than that, we have a few more innocents as well. Now, again, none of these really matter, to be honest. All that really does matter is I've got an Alchemist here, which has a 50% chance to inflict poison. And then we also have a Witch Doctor, just take me up to 100% paralyzed chance. So right now I've got 100% paralyzed chance and 50% chance to paralyze. One thing you can do as well, if you really want to, is if I find one of the accelerators I've got equipped, you can actually just go ahead and throw on, you know, a couple more poison innocents. That way you've got 100% chance to poison and 100% chance to paralyze. Do I even have any more poisons? I don't think I do. No, I don't actually have any more poisons, unfortunately. So I'm out of luck there. But again, this method could be faster for you if you have 100 for them. Okay, so equipment-wise, that's all we need. Let's take a look at the actual abilities, shall we? Now, I will mention that my War Lady was leveled to 99,000 in the Elite 4 squad, a fully boosted Elite 4 squad. And she did also have attack increasing abilities as well. So that's why her attack is so high. But again, it's not exactly overboard, you know what I mean? It's like, those stats are kind of what you would expect from typically being max level. You know, well, max level from the Elite 4 squad. So again, not out there stats. Super easy to get and things like that. For the actual abilities we're going to be using, Predation, which is recover 10% of the damage dealt with attacks as HP. This just adds a little bit of survivability to ensure that you survive the War Lady's attack. Hasty Rush, just to get another attack off straight off the bat first. Honestly, you could probably change that to something else because it is only for the very first attack on the stage. Again, this is super unoptimized. You can change a bunch of this around if you really want to. Like, this is actually just my item world build, pretty much. This is what I use to cheese Rakshasa items super early in the item world. We got Corpse Cannibal, just to give me some HP and SP when defeating units. Completely pointless for this, so change it if you want again. Prinny Hat, this is just so Dominant Smile gives me a little bit of a stat boost early on. Poison Vaccine, just so I'm not poisoned. Again, that's item world, you can take that off. Charm, take it off. Sleep, take it off. It's like the only one really that we're using so far is Prinny Hat, basically. Well, and Predation. Now, I've got Multi-Lock, which just increases my critical rate by 3% per unit targeted. That one does come in a little handy, but you can change that if you want to a more damaging ability. Geo Heal, pointless for this. And then High Firepower mode, just giving me a little bit more damage. So again, you could change half of these just for more damage, you know? You could throw things like... oh, let's see, what do we got here? I mean, you could stick To the Death on, you could stick Mana Blade on, equip a sword. Like, there are so many things you could do here, basically. But, again, lazy, you know, this is super unoptimized. And that's literally all you actually need for this method. For the Demonic Intelligence, again, I'm using my my Full Strike for the item world. But essentially, all that is basically target mob, Full Strike. That's literally all. In fact, if I just quickly open it up. So, obviously, it's Innocent, Chest, Level Sphere. There is none of that, so it's just going to look for the enemy forces, target the furthest unit, and if you can move into full strike range, which you obviously can with full strike, it's going to move to the furthest valid attack range, and then it's going to use full strike, basically. And with that, we're done. Pretty much, like we are literally done. We're just gonna start up the actual stage right now. We're at Sasha 5, and now we're just gonna turn auto battle on. Now the good news here is the enemies keep getting paralyzed, so they will not come and attack you. They get poisoned, so they won't come and attack. Well, like, they get poisoned, so they do take a bit of damage from that. Now, the downside here is they are Rakshasa enemies. They are considered bosses, so they do have a trait which reduces the potency of the poison. So it does take a bit of time, unfortunately. The good news, though, is with Predation, we're just going to keep healing and things like that while we keep full striking. And now we're literally just going to sit here. Okay, literally just going to sit here for ages and ages. I mean, if we take a look at how many turns we are now, 24 turns. Now, when I did this originally, it did take over 99 turns. Don't know exact amount. But as you can see, some of the enemies are already dead. Most of the others are typically, you know, around half health, things like that. The War Lady's already out of SP, so now it's literally just a case of sit here. Nothing can damage us. We're literally invincible right now. And once this is done, you know, once we have like 100, 150, 200 turns, honestly, I don't know how many turns it took. Like, I just had auto battle on the entire time. It was about like 6-7 minutes just sitting here like this. So whack auto battle on, run toilet, get a drink, get something to eat. I don't know, do whatever you do. Come back, and you will have defeated one of the hardest stages in the game while being mega unprepared for this. And the good news is, with this now, you can then start really overpowering yourself with the stat limit removal. You know, you can get trillions and trillions of stats. You can go do, you know, Rakshasa Ball. Again, I'm going to have a video coming out for that as well, so you can easy cheese mode that too. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Now what I'm going to do here, guys, is we're just going to cut forward to basically just before the fight ends or just after the fight ends, so you guys can actually see that this method will allow you to get the win. Okay, now, as you can see, the Priestess is literally about to die. We just need one more hit on that, or just one more poison tick, and we will have done the stage. Also, fun fact, if you really want to, that war lady that starts all the way over here, if you have a thief character, you can also go ahead and get the ability, the ability from Fuka for like an extra 100% steal chance. You can run over and you can steal a Rakshasa Arcadia as well if you really want to. That way, you know, you can easily get your Rakshasa Trapezident as well. But personally, you know, we're gonna grind a lot of Rakshasa items like the elixirs for battle points and that. So I don't really see any point in doing that because we'll get one eventually anyway. And there you go, stage complete, just like that. Now, obviously, you're not going to see the whole little everything's unlocked box because I've already done it. But if I just very quickly load up the Dark Assembly, you guys can see yourself. And there we go, Super Reincarnate. And voila, stat limit break, 500 million, and capability limit Yasha, 500 million as well. Super easy, guys, and as I mentioned, it's within 15 hours, you know what I mean? Super quick, super simple, just cheese the shit out of it. You're going to be grinding enough in this game as it is, so why not save yourself some time and effort to just get this early stuff done and out of the way. But though, everybody, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I really hope it's helped. If it has, then please be sure to smash that like button and leave a comment down below, because it really helps me out a ton. As always, though, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.